Howdy everyone. I guess it's about time for another Finnish lesson. I think today is gonna be Partitiivi. We're gonna go through the basic ones first, then negatives, and as well a couple of, interesting different situations with the rules, because there's always special rules in Finnish, as you probably know, if you've ever tried it.
At the end there is like kysymys.
Yeah, there's some questions also, how you can use them in questions.
So today is mostly like I have something, you have something.
Something like that though.
Yeah, Partitiivi, but not so much about Partitiivi because we are not professionals. So
high production quality, a high quality teacher. So, I guess it's about time for the high quality learning experience you all came here for and clicked the video. Let's get started. First one is, let's start with me. Minä. So, the basic ones go minulla, sinulla, hänellä, meillä, teillä, and heillä. Yeah, so if we wanted to... here is my teaching assistant. Yes. Yes, came to check up on the correctness of my grammar. Very nice of you. Maybe this goes into bloopers at the end of the video. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so the first one is minulla on auto. So, I have a car. Then for you, it is sinulla on kissa. You have a cat. Pretty straightforward. Next one is hänellä on jäätelö. He or she has an ice cream. Again, Finnish, hän. We don't really have like she or he. We don't have the feminine and masculine like in English or French, or I'm sure there are other languages that have it, but I haven't studied those. Oh, one use is se. So, sillä. For example, sillä on asunto. It has an apartment. In Finnish, at least in speaking Finnish, this is a professional advice for you. If you come, especially from like an English-speaking country, to Finland, you might expect to speak hänellä on, like in third person. But usually in speaking Finnish, you use se, sillä on. It's like quicker to say, more casual, everyone uses it. It's not rude or anything, it's just what we do. For example, minun assistentilla on iso turkki. Sillä on myös hienot korvat. Yeah, my assistant has a big fur. It also has like big ears. Yeah, good examples. Okay, professional advice over. On to the normal advice. Meillä on sauna. We have a sauna. Teillä on tytär. You, plural, have a daughter. They. Heillä on iso perhe. They have a large family. I suppose next up is kenellä. So, who? Who has something? My assistant here is trying to leave to help my other assistant. But now we're gonna go kenellä. This is like a... Kenellä on auto? Like who has a car, for example. Third person I can say opettajalla on tietokone. The teacher has a computer. I can say isolla koiralla on luu. A big dog has a bone.
Unfortunately, this iso also conjugate in Finnish.
Yep. Pitkällä miehellä on pitkä tukka. Like a tall man has a long hair. Singular, it would be Matilla on kahvinkeitin. So, Matti has a coffee maker. Very, very important word to know in Finnish. Kahvinkeitin. Because people in Finland drink a lot of coffee. And now in plural, Matilla ja Annalla on kahvinkeitin. Or Matilla ja Annalla on iso talo. Pretty similar. Just remember to conjugate both of the, people who have something.
Yeah, and then also if it's Matti, then you don't say Mattilla. So that's also...
You have to say Matilla. And the next one is negatives of these. So the positives were, for example, minulla on auto. I have a car. So the negative is minulla ei ole autoa. I don't have, ei ole autoa. You have to kind of remember to add the like small conjugation at the end of the word here.
Partitiivi at the end of the word.
Yes.
Maputare.
I have my very nice assistant
Maputare.
here. So I guess after that would be sinulla ei ole kissaa. You don't have a cat. Third person, hänellä ei ole jäätelöä. Or in spoken Finnish, sillä ei ole jäätelöä. Plurals would be meillä ei ole saunaa, teillä ei ole tytärtä, you don't have a daughter, heillä ei ole isoa perhettä, they don't have a big family. And notice, you also have to add the partitive to the adjective and like the thing you don't have. Heillä ei ole perhettä, and heillä ei ole isoa perhettä. So iso becomes isoa, perhe becomes perhettä.
I think end with E sound as tä ending.
Very possibly. My assistant can always insert a small bit of interesting information here, rules and such, but I'm probably not gonna go through all of them there.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, but next up is the negative of like asking. Kenellä ei ole autoa? Like, who doesn't have a car? Kind of similar. For example, Matilla on kahvinkeitin would be Matilla ei ole kahvinkeitintä. Matti doesn't have a coffee maker. And the plural of that, Matilla ja Annalla ei ole kahvinkeitintä. Very similar. If we go through all of the previous examples we had, opettajalla ei ole tietokonetta. Teacher doesn't have a computer. Isolla koiralla ei ole luuta. Again, you remember to do the partitive for both. Isolla koiralla ei ole luuta. I think that's about it for the negatives.
How do you say it in speaking Finnish?
For example, someone in Helsinki area would be say, mulla ei ole autoa. For someone in like Savo area, like Eastern Finland, could say, miulla ei ole autoa. That's the two ones I know. There are many other ones, because dialects, there's many of them. But they're very similar with each other. Would it be time for the annoying special rules? At least one of them. Because in Finnish, if you want to say, I am hungry, you have to say, I have hunger. Minulla on nälkä. I have the hunger, yeah. I'm hungry. Same, like, if it's kind of these, like, non-countable, a bit abstract ways. Like, minulla on jano. I'm thirsty. Minulla on kiire. I am in a hurry. Minulla on kuuma. I am hot. Minulla on kylmä. I am cold. The negatives are very similar to the ones we already went through. Minulla ei ole nälkä. Minulla ei ole jano. Minulla ei ole kiire. Minulla ei ole kuuma. Minulla ei ole kylmä.
So this doesn't have a partitiivi.
Yeah. A rare exception that makes life easier.
Yeah, this is a nice exception.
Don't get used to those.
Shall we make the kysymys?
Yeah. So, if I wanted to ask you, my viewer, onko sinulla kahvinkeitintä? Do you have a coffee maker? You can say, joo, mulla on kahvinkeitin. Yes, I have a coffee machine. Or, ei, mulla ei ole kahvinkeitintä. If you're a weird person. Or a normal person who is not Finnish. In general question, I pose to like no one in particular. Could be, kenellä on nälkä? Like, who's hungry? Like if I ask like a group of friends, like, kenellä on nälkä? Yeah, people can just like say, mulla. Or like, mulla ei ole. Or, mulla on nälkä, mulla ei ole nälkä. If your friend is too polite to say they are hungry, but you notice that they are hungry, you can say, Matilla on nälkä. I think guu is a Japanese way of saying like your stomach is grumbly. I guess that is everything.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, so I could ask a few questions you could try to add answers to if you wanted to. Like you could try to answer them both in positive and in negative to get a bit of practice. Onko sinulla pianoa? Other one would be, onko sinulla koiraa? Eikö sinulla ole autoa?
Don't you have a car?
Yeah.
This is a really difficult stuff for the Japanese native speaker because so in Finnish, if you are asked eikö sinulla ole autoa, then if you don't have a car, you say ei, like minulla ei ole autoa. But in Japanese, if the question sentence is negative, if you don't have a car, then you have to answer with yes. Yes, I don't have a car. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so those who speak English, the way you answer in Finnish is kind of similar to English. So if you don't have a car, it's always the answer is no. But if you have a car, then even the question sentence is like don't you have a car? You still answer with yes. I do have a car.
As you can see, this is very easy, very clear for any Japanese person. So if you're not Japanese, you will be just fine. If you are Japanese, do a bit of practice and you will be fine.
Yeah, this is a bit difficult for the Japanese people, but just remember it's different from Japanese, but similar, I mean the same way as English.
Yeah.
Okay, Finnish has more Partitiivi.
This
today
is where we will stop at today.
Yes.
If we go through all of them, we will be here for the whole night. But those are the main ones. You can get very easily started with those. They can carry you a long way. Yeah, once you know this, like it's a really good solid set of partitives you can use.
Thank you, opettaja.
Ole hyvä. Dear viewer who ended up watching all the way here. Or skip to the end of the video, I don't really care who you are. If you have any feedback, input, something, feel free to comment. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Moi moi!